Happy Friday night, everyone. We did our American duty and we did vote today. Lee took his sticker off because
It fell off. I lost my sticker.
it's right here.
Oh, you took mine off. Hold on. Yes,
There it is.
I voted for Hillary Trump.
He thinks it's a funny joke, but it's not.
It was Donald Clinton. Hillary Trump, Donald Clinton.
There was other people on the ballot. So that makes your joke not funny.
Was Bernie Sanders on there?
Hi, everybody. All right, so we're just going to hang out for a few minutes and say hi and maybe answer a couple questions and
Yes.
have a little wine.
Oh, ooh. Well, I'm out of wine. I
So
just
we got
gotta
to go
pick
to the
up
store.
Oh, yes, we do. I missed it. But you didn't miss nothing. We're right here. Howdy. Yes, we've seen all of the messages. We're sorry we have not had more time to do this because we love doing this with you guys.
We really do.
But thank you for checking in on us. Making sure that we're still here, and that's really awesome that you guys do yell to us every once in a while and say hey.
Out of wine is a problem.
Yeah, it is. I'm
Big
just saying.
problem.
Thank you. Will you go pick me up some and bring it, please?
But it sounds like
We'll
it's
let you stay the night.
his problem. It's not ours. I've got wine. He doesn't.
So, we wanted to come on and say hi and let you know we're thinking about all of you. And, we've been busy with classes and root camps. We did a thing through October where we actually did some specials with root camp because we knew that we could kind of just put that out there. That is going to be going away by the end of the weekend, however. So if you wanted to get your chance into a root camp, that would be the time to do it.
Those were fun. Those were only 4 sessions.
There were some for 4,
They're
8,
really
and
crazy.
then 12. And
They're
then
really crazy.
I think we're going to stick with the 10 or the 12. We're really not sure which one we're going to stay with because, we really love to do that because, it's really about if your connection to yourself is heavily damaged, then you know that you're going to have nothing but connection damage going forward to include any kind of, twin flame damage.
I do put wine or ice in my wine. Thank
Yeah, it is a sin.
you.
Thank you. Somebody who gets it.
But I
Can
think
you
it was
imagine?
her that posted, or it was somebody else that posted if you put frozen grapes in your wine to cool it, then it won't water it down. So I'm going to try that. We actually have it came with the house. It's not something that we purchased, but it actually came with that. We actually have a wine cooler downstairs. The problem is that it's downstairs. There's a wet bar down there that we don't even use. What do you use a wet bar for? Anyway, we have a visitor.
Oh, you had to say hello. Look who missed you guys. She
Really
misses
did.
you guys too. Hi, baby.
Oh my God.
You came to say hello. Say hi to everybody.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, right.
I feel like I just
Yeah,
had,
the
had
frozen
an encounter.
grapes.
Had an
She says
encounter.
the frozen grapes
Yeah.
are great.
So I'm going to try that.
So we wanted to kind of
And hang on just a second.
open.
Come on,
You want to
this
come
way.
say hi? Come over here.
If he doesn't say hi, it's the end of the world. I mean,
come
it's
on. Come on.
it's just a bad day.
There you
so,
go. There you go.
say hi to everybody.
Oh, look at how happy you are to see
Except-
everybody. Everybody's so happy to
He's
see
a good
you. Big Mike, you're big 4 years old.
Big Mike, he's
You're big
handsome.
4 years old.
Okay, you said hi.
Okay,
Now
go
go
on.
away.
Go on.
Let's go on.
Go outside.
That's lovely.
There you go.
Don't mess up my crystal grid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, sorry about that.
Have crystal grids going back here, and they mess
You
it
know
up.
something.
So, yeah, we can answer. This is my first glass of wine, so it's not. I'm slurring my speech, but
Yes.
We can answer some questions.
Answer
Yes,
some
let's do
questions.
this.
Let's do that. All right. So, whatever questions you have, we're here tonight for a few to kind of answer some questions. But at the same time, we kind of wanted to just touch base.
hang out.
Some of the recent posts, you guys are being very cool with one another. So thank you so much. That's awesome that you're in here to do the work and not attack each other and judge each other.
I think this group is amazing, and I want to thank you all for being amazing.
Yes.
Every now and then we have to watch a post, but it's few and far between. It's by far the best group out there. I think, I might be a little biased, but I feel it's by far the best twin flame based group out there. could be my only opinion, but it's a good one, nevertheless. We have a little time off this evening, which is really nice because we've really been at it all week. We've been in a lot of sessions and a lot of classes this week. It's been a really busy week. Next week, we have another busy week coming up, but we are taking off on Tuesday night to watch our country go into ruins. So if you are not in the United States and you have room, we may be coming to you.
I'm Lee Patterson, and I don't approve this message.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yes. Just making sure that we stay away from the politics of it all. We stay away from the politics even in the communities that we're in, spiritual and otherwise. So it really, I think for Sherry and I, it's of course, there's going to be some changes, but we pretty much embrace all changes.
We do.
Whether they're whatever direction they're going to be in or not.
It's going to be a bad direction. So, but
we have no judgment on the direction.
We have judgment on the direction, just not on the people. It's just going to be all bad.
Okay.
So, question: why does the universe insist on giving you visions at the inappropriate times? For heaven's sakes, I resonate with that so much, so much. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw this out there. We were in session with a client this past week. I don't even remember what day it was. And I was telling Lee when we got out of session, I said, her energy, she has such great energy. But there's so many visions I get and so many voices I hear when we happen to be in session with this particular person. And every time we get on a video, the dogs decide to drink water. Every time. But anyway, it happens to us in session, it happens to us at the grocery store. Lately, way often lately, maybe the past 6 months, dream visions have been to the point where the universe sometimes drags me up if we have a half an hour break. And I lay on the couch.
You mean like this kind of inappropriate time? Is this I think this is what she's referring to. The universe doesn't have anything to do with Gemma. Gemma, you're pushing me away.
It does come at very inappropriate times. This right here.
Thank you.
This right here
is an inappropriate time.
But it does happen, and I'm pretty sure, I'm positive it's for a reason. It's showing you something. My dream visions have. Look, there's a lot of you out there that are in my dream visions, and we've been getting an awful lot of emails that we are showing up in others' dreams, visions. I cannot answer for the universe. I wish I could, because I'd answer. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'd answer everybody's questions, but I wish I could. But I know that there's a message in it when it happens.
Yes, if I could tell you the alien side of an inappropriate time, it's because you're not paying attention at the right time. Mm-hmm. Time is the issue. Don't make it into an issue when it shows up. Just make sure that whatever the message is that the universe keeps trying to give you, it's going to give it to you when you're least paying attention.
Hey, I have a sticker too. I'm putting mine on this side.
Yeah, there. So,
let's answer this one. Can you have more unconditional love for twin if you don't have to be with them in the physical? For example, Lee's attachment starts to manifest. Less attachment. I see an L and an E and an S, and it's
yeah.
Yeah, finish that. My eyes.
Okay. Can you have more unconditional love for twin if you don't have to be with them in the physical? For example, less attachment starts to manifest, starting to finally experience this. What starts to happen for yourself is that if the more you can love yourself without your conditions, or the conditions you have on yourself, the more you let go of your conditions, the more you're going to be able to give that to someone else, especially in this connection. So the more you're going through these triggers, let's say, the more you're going to find that some triggers are really just your own triggers and not something that they did to you. So as you start to kind of undo the conditions, it'll be much easier not to create more conditions It'll be a lot easier to experience being unconditional. But this is something you give yourself. So you kind of go this direction to them. You never go that direction out if it's not happening in. That's just the way that it flows. Because remember, this is about what you want to manifest as you try to create a relationship out of it. The relationship you have to yourself is what you're going to give them. Hence, relationship reinvented. So this is really kind
See
of...
what you did there.
Yeah, you like that? So this is kind of what you have to look at. It's not really so much about the conditions. The unconditional itself is important, but it's something you're giving yourself in order to give to them. And this has always been the plan all along. You can't give somebody something you're not giving yourself.
My heart chakra expanded. Hope that helped. My heart chakra expanded a little over a month ago, and I've been exhausted and have to sleep a lot more. Is this normal? Also, I'm dreaming intensely. Girl. Ugh. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. Anytime there's an energy expansion, some type of awakening, some type of, some type of enlightenment happening, sometimes the energy is just exhausting and you just have to rest. That's why a lot of times the universe will just shut me down and I have to take a nap. There's just nothing I can do. I have to lay down and take a nap. And it's usually at that point that the dreams come. And they're pretty intense. So yeah, very normal.
For me, when you have a heart chakra expansion, the mind tends to want to go into overload, and the heart chakra is saying, well, we need to shut the mind down because it's keeping me from expanding more. So that could explain why you're tired. I hope that made sense, because I know that sometimes I say alien things and then people say, what did he mean by that? I meant exactly what I said. Your mind has nothing to do with your heart. And when your heart wants to expand, it wants to accept everything as it is in the present. Your mind's going to want to pull up past, it's going to want to pull up future. And the only way for the heart to shut it down is to make you tired.
She said, I've rested the last 2 years.
I do that.
Yeah, we do that too.
Actually, I've been...
Keep resting.
Yeah.
Keep resting.
My daughter is watching you guys. She said he makes funny faces.
And you tell her she's right, because he does make funny faces.
So yes, that's funny. Okay.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I thought it was a cool little dance.
That was a dance?
Showing my dance.
Are you chair dancing now?
I'm chair dancing. Chair dancing. Chair dancing. Yes, because we gotta have fun.
She says she understands you. She speaks 5D too. Thank God somebody does. For the record, we don't need to connect. We already are.
What record would that be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Unchained Melody?
Please don't sing.
Okay. I could
not
have.
sing.
Why not? Let's see. Don't flash on iPad, so I can't watch. Sending love to your
Flash.
Thank you. Let's see. Yep.
Great. Our faces are probably paused like this.
Let's see. You guys are the best.
It never fails.
Eating cheesecake to celebrate. Oh, we did that too. Me and Sherry actually. Well, we didn't really share.
You're going to tell her one of our deepest, darkest secrets.
Yes. So
as diabetics,
as diabetics, we kind of did something really crazy.
I got more chins than a Chinese phone book, and we're talking about. Go ahead.
So we got the Sara Lee cheesecake. The French Sara Lee, and we leave it frozen, and we just sit there and just. I get 2 forks. That's what we do.
It's the kind with the frozen strawberries on top, and we just buy one, and we set it like half on his leg and half on mine, and we have 2 forks, and we just go at it.
Yeah, you guys have to remember, we stay in our pain, so sometimes the pain says, hey, eat. So
sometimes cheesecake really
sometimes
helps.
Cheesecake really, it really kind of does. Yes, you'll eat it for us then.
We don't even slice ours up. We just grab it by the fork and eat it.
Ciao. Have fun at dinner.
Have fun at dinner. What's the best way to heal the heart chakra? Heal is a different word because I personally, please take that as a disclaimer. I personally don't believe in healed. I believe in healing. Nothing is ever healed, but the best way to get it into healing, there's a few ways. if you're feeling blocked, if there's a block or a pain, meditation with some rose quartz always helps. If you're going to lay flat on your back, I sometimes will lay flat on my back and put the rose quartz on my chest and right where my heart chakra is. Some activated rose quartz, of course. And I also do that. Meditation definitely helps. However, truth is heart chakra key. If you are in pain, speak it. If you are emotionally scarred, speak it. If you are hurt, speak it. And there's one of our coaches. Yes, I love it when one of our coaches, Allie, is in the room, ladies and gentlemen.
Love to you too.
There is there are quite a few ways that you can get your heart chakra into healing. Those are my personal ways. So there are, if anybody else has any great ideas, feel free to post them. Truth always is going to heal your heart. Speak it, communicate it. My heart is hurt. My heart is in pain. My heart is broken. Speaking it to someone who listens and someone who understands what those are. Being very, very truthful and honest is going to heal or put your heart chakra into healing.
And my 5D answer, which I'm sure everybody kind of wants to hear because it's probably going to make everybody scratch their head, would be that when I want to focus on the healing that my heart chakra needs, I imagine the soul wrapped around an inner child wrapped around the heart that's beating, and I focus that energy on the heart itself. The reason I will choose the inner child is what I want to wrap around my heart is that I want to wrap the innocence around my heart. I want to wrap the actual the ability of not having a place of no mind. I want to wrap around the forgiveness that a child would have. I want to wrap around all of that and just let the heart be as it is and enjoy the experience of what the feeling was of aliveness. Much like a child does when a child goes to the playground. They're excited and their heart is racing and they're having a good time, but they're not in their essence of the mind and an identity of what the mind gives us as we get older. So I want to let those things go. If I stay in my memories, if I stay in my thought processes, if I stay in my just everything ego, I'm not going to be able to heal anything because I'm not going to be focused on it. So I want to make sure that I take control over what my body's going to experience instead of it experiencing me.
And Meg, and I said your name, sue me, you get Mike and Gemma in the lawsuit.
Good luck with that.
She said go out into nature, and that's a very good chakra clearing exercise. Leaning up against a tree, and then we had a question on how do you activate a rose quartz. There's many ways if you look it up. Activating, I usually set mine out in the sunlight, or if it's a full moon in the moonlight. Especially if there's sun shining down on them, I like to clear and activate my rocks. You can activate with them. I have a quartz. I have I use for activation. One of these amazing things. I tend to, I have a lot of rose quartz. A lot. Rose quartz. So there's many ways that you can do that, but putting it out in the sun, setting intention. Set your intention on your quartz for whatever you need it to do.
Yes.
She said I said my name. Yes, I did.
How do I quit eating comfort food? Eat more. Actually, comfort food is nothing more than stuffing your emotions. So if you find a way to actually start acknowledging and speaking from the space of what you want to just shove down, you'll get more practice in not putting food in there to make yourself be quiet. It tends to be that when nobody's asking us how we feel, we don't do it to ourselves. So we find a way to make everybody else's rejection something we're not doing, but we are doing by finding a way to put food in our mouth. So if you look at that in reverse, just do the opposite. When it comes time for you to let your emotions out, when it comes time to speak what you're actually feeling, not about what everybody's doing to you, but how you feel about yourself, you'll stop doing things to yourself that will cause yourself damage.
Yes. Can anyone in the group recommend a good book on chakras and healing stones? I have, what's it called? The Crystal Bible. I have the Crystal Bible. I also have one in the bathroom. I can't think of the name of it, but it's an amazing book on chakras, and it's an awesome book on chakras. He's gonna go get it because the bathroom's right across the way. It's the purple one with the chakras on it. Now we can talk about Lee. So, no, I'm just joking. There's lots of things I could say. But the book I have on chakras is really kind of cool, and I'll show it to you, but there's there's a ton out there. Rose quartz bracelets, rose quartz necklaces, all that stuff's cool. Depends on the day and what I'm trying to manifest that particular day. If I'm in a really irritable mood or I'm just being a bitch and I want to release those negative energies, I'm going to wear my tourmaline. This is actually a it slipped my mind. You know what it is. I wear this around my neck because it has the chakra stones in it. It's amazing. He didn't find the book.
No, it's actually the ones in there's a healing stone book too. It's not.
Oh, okay. No, this was a big purple one.
Yeah, it's gone. It's not in there.
It's really not.
Yeah, somebody probably took. Yeah, probably did.
Okay, I'll post it. It's pretty cool. Eating instead of addressing your feelings. This is why I went, from one size to the next.
The addressing of the feelings is the issue, because you think that when you're going to put out your feelings that you're going to hurt other people, and that's basically what you're saying is I'm going to tell people the truth.
I'm gonna go get the book.
Oh, so when you tell people the truth, you've got two choices. You can stuff the truth down and lie, or hide. That's really not really much of an option of anything, so you're gonna find a different way to let it out. But why do you have to do any of that at all when the truth is what sets you free? We often say this, and we kind of keep trying to really put this out there. If you are in the habit of saying, I cannot tell people I love the truth, what you're really saying is I lie to them. I mean, let's not get it twisted. That's exactly what you're saying. And if you think you're saying something different, you should really pick up on that people pick up on when you're lying. Especially if nothing's wrong. Nope, I'm okay. Nope, I feel good. You put on all these fake faces, and the next thing you know, what you've told yourself is that lying to people is how you're going to show them you love them. And you're saying this to yourself as well. I'm going to stuff down what I'm actually feeling so the truth gets swallowed, right? And you're swallowing the truth and putting a lie in place. Next thing you know, you're fucked up.
I leave the room for 2.2 seconds.
And I dropped an F-bomb.
And I'm just going to throw this out there to the ladies who have husbands at home. Twin or not. Do you ever send your husband, it's in the drawer to the left. It's in the bathroom on the shelf. It's in the silverware drawer. It's in the black box up under the couch. Whatever.
Where are you going here?
I'm going with, you send your husband in. He comes back and says, I looked where you said, and without the item. I know it's there. So you go to the exact same place that you described to get it, and you come back with the item. Happens to me.
Now, here's what I want y'all to know on the flip side. If y'all go back about 10 minutes, rewind this shit back, and listen to her say, I don't know the name of the book, and then send me off to go find a book that is supposed to be laying in the spot where she said it was.
I said it's the purple book. It was the purple book.
Which was where? Was it on the counter?
On the bookshelf.
On the bookshelf. That is not on top of the bookshelf where you said it was.
So anyway, on top of the bookshelf is this book, The Healing Crystals.
So when you give your husband directions, give him the right fucking directions.
It's a great book too. This book is Insight Through Intuition. I don't know who wrote it, but I've got to tell you, it talks about each and every chakra and what it's about. And yes, I broke a nail. And all kinds of cool stuff. So all those books are amazing. I don't know who wrote them. I'm not promoting them. It just is. I never ever lose rocks out of my bra.
Let's see this.
They're amazing in the bra.
This is what I'm talking about. I think.
Imagine that.
Hold on. I think I'm just afraid to move forward. Not really lying to them. Do they know your truth?
Oh.
That's a simple question, and you can ask it in here. Do they know my truth? Have I told them everything I think, everything that I'm saying in my head when I get around them, or am I hiding anything? If you're saying to yourself, well, I'm doing it, then you just answered your own question. you're not telling the truth. And you're not loving yourself or your truth. So how can you love them? That's what it's like. It's a place that we teach ourselves to do this. Because, you know, we grow up around people that we have to not really tell the truth to.
Do you have any scholarships for your coaching classes for poor people like me that have a lot of people on their Facebook and promote them? I want to be a certified coach so bad. Here's the deal. We're really working hard on that. There's an awful lot of red tape involved. There was an awful lot of red tape involved in this certification program anyway. Creating a scholarship is in the works. We're also trying to create a sponsorship fund for somebody who would be interested in sponsoring someone like you, who is very interested and dedicated in becoming a coach. There's a lot of things that go into that. We are working diligently on it, and hopefully something will come about soon with a legal scholarship fund. So just know that there's a lot of red tape involved, and we make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's around here. So we just we're working on it, and we want you to know that, and there will be you'll be the first to know. If there is anyone,
I wrote down your name so that way when
Yeah.
it does, when we do actually have it, we'll let you know. You'll be one of the first.
if there's anyone out there who would actually like to sponsor someone through the coaching program, that's going to be a little bit easier to do than a scholarship program. We are working on both, and we will definitely keep you all informed. The goal here is, with this coaching program, it's growing so big, and there's so much going on with it. There's so many things, and I know I've been posting little hints here and there of things that are going on over here, and we don't want to let everything all out at once, but to come out when it's supposed to come out, and when you see us and you're like, oh my God, there's Lee and Sherry, and what the hell are they doing? And that kind of stuff. But
That was a good idea.
that is a good idea, and that's
I don't know
something we
anything
can do.
about doing that, but
That's something
that
we can
sounds
do.
like, and it was start a fundraiser account for scholarships toward coaching.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about our coaching, I want to make sure that we put this out there. The thing about our coaching is it's unlike anything out there. This is not coaching to get somebody someplace. This is coaching inside of someone's self in spaces that nobody knows how to do, because everybody runs from their pain or degree of their pain. So the way that we do it, it really is quite unique. And all of the feedback that we've gotten is that what we actually coach people through, and actually our coaches themselves learn, is how to coach you into a space where healing is something that comes out of it no matter what you do, because you're actually getting to the voice that's been hidden. It kind of goes back to but should you tell them everything you are thinking? If so, why? Here's what happens to you. I don't think that they really love me this way they say they do. I don't think that they're really saying they really want to be with me. I don't think is the issue. You are thinking. The I don't think is the lie. And everything you're saying against yourself, you point at them and say, I'm going to prove it right. And that's what happens. You start treating them with the behavior of what you're treating yourself with. And next thing you know, they're leaving you. So the lie creates a truth. And then you're upset because you said, I knew that this is what you were going to do. And they're looking at you like, what? Yeah, because they picked up on that you were keeping a separate thought process about the truth. And you didn't tell them that the first time you started thinking it. So when you create this thought pattern in your mind, you're lying to yourself, and then everything you hear them saying is a lie. That's not what's supposed to happen. Admitting, hey, you know what? I'm having some issues inside of me where I believe that things that you're saying are a lie. I won't allow myself to believe that, because I secretly don't believe I deserve it. I secretly believe I'm not worthy of it. I secretly believe. You see, all of that is exposing vulnerability. This is the attack you do to yourself. Vulnerability is not about you being open to attack by other people. You're already open to attack by yourself. Exposing this is your truth. And if you want to bullshit yourself and believe that not telling the truth is going to work out for you, don't worry. The lie will produce itself. You will be right. You will not be worthy. You will lose them. They will choose somebody else. It's whatever you're saying. You have to remember you manifest it all. And when it shows up, then you can validate yourself. That's what ends up happening to you. It's something when you do this to realize this is what you're doing. It's really hard to do though. We get it. We get that, it's really scary to tell somebody what you do to yourself. But we also understand the intent of really exposing that, because you really have to tell the truth. And once you start telling the truth is what's going to set you free. When you're not looking over your shoulder or you're not clamming yourself up, it's because you told the truth. What have you got to lose? I mean, you're going to keep a lie? I don't know if you really want to do that. I mean, if you know that you already like to suffer, then go ahead. By all means, at least know that you like to suffer. But remember, that was our problem. We couldn't tell each other the truth. And the truth really wasn't about what the other person was doing to me or doing to each other. The truth was what we were doing to ourselves. If you can't figure out how to do that in this connection to yourself, don't worry, your twin will give this to you. But you can take that shit to the bank.
I did see what you said, Allie, and actually, we do have a nonprofit. Our nonprofit is Reinventing Innocence, and it's.
They done got me preaching up in here.
I mean, you just dropped a mic.
That's
Our nonprofit is our Reinventing Innocence project, and that is sexual abuse survivors and sexual abuse help. And here's the thing. I'm going to put this out here. I really need someone on a volunteer basis at this point to really help me grow this group. I have a group called Reinventing Innocence for sexual abuse trauma, sexual abuse victims. And we have a nonprofit through Reinventing Innocence. It's a subsidiary of Reinventing, or Relationship Reinventing. Reinvented. So if you're interested in helping me grow that group and moderating it on a daily basis and growing it, please send me a message on Facebook and let me know.
yeah.
I really want to get out there and help people. Being a sexual abuse survivor myself, we want to bring people out of victimization and into survival mode, and we really want to help put people in healing who have been through this. I've been through it personally, and I am in healing in it, and I talk about it every day. So if you're interested in helping me grow this group on a volunteer basis, at the moment I say volunteer basis, it could turn into something different later, but I really need a liaison to help me with this group.
I wanted to go back. If I ignore my twin while in separation and we work together because he's working on his karmic relationships, will this cause problems for the momentum to the union? What you're saying is I'm just going to ignore him, and then when he gets to do this to you, are you going to feel good about it? So what you do to him, or what you do at some point, is going to show up later on down the road when you really need it, and you're going to suffer. So if you think what you're doing really is ignoring yourself, do you want to talk to him and have communication with him without having all of these rules and regulations? It's a connection. Connection doesn't know rules. When you create rules, you get those rules. And you know what? I'm tired of telling the truth.
That's what we do. We tell the
Truth,
truth.
bitches. Truth.
He doesn't even have wine.
I'm just saying.
For heaven's sakes, we're going to have to run to
Tell
the store.
the truth. If you're going to tell him, say, hey, you know what? I think I shouldn't talk to you for a while. I call it ignoring. You may call it that I'm being selfish. I agree. That's what it is.
I see all of you, and I'm getting messages, so I'll get back with you on the Reinventing Innocence thing. So send me a message. Our Facebook messages are odd because
he's ignoring me because I'm a temptation.
We're not allowed to answer them during the day, but
he's just showing you that he's not being faithful to himself.
You go ahead.
Let him go ahead and choose what he needs to choose, but don't give in to the temptation. Just let him realize you wouldn't be tempted if you didn't know where you belong. I know you heard what I said. Rewind it again. Listen.
I mean, it's like you need a pulpit or something.
Amen. I really don't. You know what? I don't know. If Lee and Sherry started a church, would you guys all come?
A church?
Well, a place for everybody to congregate.
A congregation?
Yes.
Sounds
Because
more
we
like
could just
a
all we could all
cult.
sit up here and everybody come up and testify.
It sounds
Do
more
you lie
like
to yourself? Yes, I do. Do you lie to everybody else?
Lee's,
Yes,
try,
I do.
Lee's trying to form a cult.
No, I'm not. That's the last thing I want to do.
Yes.
I would rather have a whole bunch of spiritual people standing around talking about what they actually are experiencing in spirituality.
That's what this
than
group's
have
for.
Yes, but this is about the spirituality
Now
you
it's a
have in here.
church?
All in here. This is church. Welcome to church.
I'm dying over here. I can't take
The
it.
Church of Lee and Cherry.
Oh, God. Oh, don't
The
do
Church of Batshit Crazy. We're not going to be religious. People be like, "Oh, are you practicing religion?" Yes, batshit crazy.
I can't stand the word twin these days. I mean my connection. Girl, who you telling?
Yeah, well.
Who are you telling? Look, church is a headache. My parents are in ministry. You know what? We're the type of church that won't even pass the basket around unless
No.
it's Sunday and we need dinner and everybody gets to bring a dish.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't. Church. That was a joke.
And we have
I
to
think-
have wine on Fridays.
I
Wine
really
Friday.
strongly believe where Sherry and I really want to go. It's been very clear to us in what our union has brought us, what our mission has brought us, is that we need to do this on a more global scale. We need to do this where we can bring you guys. We did the
We're
where we had the
doing-
retreat, but I think we need to do something where it can be much bigger because we know that what we
Yeah, I think what Lee is trying to say is we need to
bring the
go-
wine.
Yeah. We are going in bigger places and we need to talk to more people at once.
Yes. Church reinvented.
Don't
You
don't-
wrong
don't-
for that.
don't-
You
don't-
wrong. See, now
don't-
you're telling the truth. Now you got no problem telling the
Don't
truth.
make me make a flyer, because I'm a flyer maker. Yeah, but
Church reinvented. I'm gonna message you about that. That's good. That's good, baby. You got some names for it.
We are-
because nobody likes my love fest.
we are. Look, no, I'm telling them what this is.
No.
I'm telling them what
No,
this is.
it's an expo.
Look,
Lee and Sherry on tour.
we're going to go ahead and let this secret
Love
out.
Fest.
We're going to let the secret out. We are creating, and I don't know if it's next year or if it's going to be in 2018, but you've seen the expos, the conventions, the crystal conventions and the spiritual conventions, the psychic conventions. We are, in fact, creating a relationship reinvented based convention. So we were trying to come up with a name for this convention. But, we've got our coaches, and our coaches always get free vendor space. Period. Dot. Our coaches get free vendor space. Other vendors are come in with their Aura cameras and their crystal shops and all that cool stuff. And we have our coaches who will be doing workshops and seminars and public speaking, and we will be doing some speaking, and we'll have other people that you love up there speaking. So we're coming up with a name for this instead of like the Relationship Reinvented Convention. And Lee came up with Love Fest. And I was like, okay, that's nice. Until it hit me that it sounded like a swingers convention. So we can't put out Love Fest convention.
How? How does she even do this?
Am I lying?
How does she come up with this?
Does it sound like a swingers
No,
convention?
it doesn't.
Sounds like Love Fest. Sounds like a lot of love festing.
I need to manifest Love Fest.
It is a swingers convention, and we cannot have that. And we can't have. See, it's funny.
No,
it's
no,
funny.
it doesn't sound.
It's a little
she
bit
said it
sketchy.
sounds dodgy.
It's
See,
sketchy.
No.
It's sketchy.
Oh my god.
The swingers are all going to be there, and we have nothing against swingers. Here's your disclaimer: we love you. We have no judgments. We happen to not be in that lifestyle, and that's fine. We can coach you.
I don't think
anyway.
anybody got that until you really
But
get into
Love Fest sounds like a swingers convention.
the hippie convention. That would have sounded better like Love Fest.
Love Fest.
Then everybody comes in with their weed.
I'm dying over here.
Yeah, okay. So
I'm dying over
you know, I guess the image that we have for it is that
We
you
would
know,
get interesting people there. Hey, I thought this was a love fest.
it is.
Well, that's happening in the back room.
Love yourself, fool.
The love fest is down in the basement.
Oh, jeez. We're walking around slapping people. You don't love yourself enough. Otherwise, you would have taken that one.
I mean, and a self-love fest sounds like a masturbation masturbation convention, and there's people all over giving themselves self-love.
Why?
I can't do it.
What lottery did I
can't.
win to have this twin? Twin Fest.
Twin Fest sounds good.
Oprah called my town Lovetown. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I saw that episode. She did that.
Speaking of Oprah, nah.
Yeah, be quiet. Okay, so, oh man. Oh, okay, so you guys kind of get the gist of what we would love to do.
Here it is. Here it is. Our daily conversations, sitting on the couch. Well, let's call
Actually,
it Love Fest.
we actually-
okay. Nah.
We actually have more talks about family. We have more talks about things that are going on in the family. We have talks about what's going on between us. We have talks that go on with people that we coach. We have talks that we talk about classes. We talk about everything.
You know what the funny thing is, guys, though, for real, is we coach all day. We coach all day long. And so sometimes when we...
You smell weird in there. What the hell? Never mind.
I know. It's patchouli. It's patchouli. And maybe some Nag Champa.
Ooh.
So,
Dragon's blood.
Dragon's blood too. He's, oh God. Oh, he's
you
gonna
guys
show
want
you his. He look. Here's the story. We were in Walmart, and I needed an incense burner. And Lee saw this little fella. Look, he bought him broke. He felt sorry for him. He's a rescue. So Lee said, "Can we get the dragons because the smoke comes out of their mouths?" So I'm like, "Really? We don't need the dragons. I'm
It
not."
smells like dragon blood.
Yeah, I'm not. Whatever.
No, at the Love Fest.
we
yeah,
need
we're
an
talking about the
incense-
Love Fest. We're gonna have incense everywhere.
We need the incense burner. Just
dragon.
get a stick incense burner. He looked at me, his inner child came out and he looked at me and said, "Can I have the dragons?" I was like, "Yeah, you can have the dragons. Put it in the cart." Gotta love Walmart with the dragon heads. Anyway. So yeah, so the convention's in the works, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do two.
Yeah, it was hateful, wasn't it?
What was hateful?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, no, it
I
wasn't
just love that she said, "That's hateful, Sherry." And I'm like, yeah, that is hateful.
You know,
I don't know
but what I was saying was in our everyday lives, in our 3D lives, and we're around the house, and the commute to work is like 5 steps to the living room.
I have an issue being in 3D.
And but we're sitting there, and I realized this a couple weekends ago. We're watching TV, and my idea of just mindless TV where you don't even have to think. And we watch a couple shows, and you don't have to think, and they're like soap opera-y type, Tyler Perry type shows, and some dramas, Frequency, things like that. We were really watching Sons of Anarchy, and Breaking Bad was great, but and I realized that Lee watches, God bless his heart, he watches a lot of like Dr. Phil and Alanya Van Zandt and some Super Soul Sun.
And I go off on him. What are you doing? That's not what you're doing. You need to say this. I do.
I'm saying things that I shouldn't say.
I'm just having fun.
But, and Crystal, don't get all on me about spoilers. But, and I'm like, you're working even when you're not working. You unconsciously work when you're not working.
Actually,
Because he slaps Dr. Phil on the daily.
I mean,
The daily. He's like, "Really, Dr. Phil?"
I would never challenge Dr. Phil. I believe that Dr.
Steve Harvey, too.
But I
We've
don't-
sent him an actual video. It was awful.
Stop. So here's actually what I should say this. It's not that I'm watching all of these shows without getting something from it, because I stay in my pain, because sometimes I need my own coaches. I use my pain as my coach, and it helps me help other people. So when I'm watching things like that, that is my relaxation, because I don't have to say anything. Mm-hmm. Although I do talk to the TV, but the TV doesn't have to talk back. But I can it kind of helps me see what I need to see and what I identify, because I can see how we help people, but I can see how we can go deeper when we help people, and then I see if anybody else is doing it. And I'm wondering what it's like to do it, I think, in a different way, and would we be successful at it? And I know we would. I know that's what we were meant to do. I mean, we stay in our union with our pain in a way that I don't think most people can even fathom.
Which is what Crystal's saying, and I'm allowed to say her name, but she's when we were talking about Oprah, and I was like, Lee won't let me give you any spoilers.
Oh, when she called Lovetown?
And
Love Fest.
Love Fest. I can't.
It's not an orgy.
But
That's what I'm
yeah,
going to put under
there's
the
a lot of
tagline.
stuff coming up for relationship.
This is not for
Reinvented.
swingers.
If you're not under the relationship reinvented umbrella, if you're not a coach and you want to be a part of this growth, man,
It'll
get a
come.
hold of us. It'll come.
We're not going to be doing the coaching stuff. I know that at some point when all of this happens, we will be kind of going away from being the main instructors for this. But
Yes.
we're going to make sure that you guys get the full effect of the way we do it,
Yeah,
because
we're
I
tweaking.
really feel that it needs to be the way that we know that we have to impact everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is some things are going to be a little bit harder to walk away from others, because we love doing root camps. We really, really do.
We really do.
We love to watch somebody finally release and let this child just kind of be out there and play and experience this freedom.
Mm-hmm.
But then we love to see the fixing that the child does along the way when it comes to different aspects of your life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you never let yourself connect, then then oh, look at you. What are you doing? Oh, I can do my reading now too.
I wasn't doing that. I was pointing at the question.
Oh, I thought you was like, bitches, but I'm with my twin. I was like, Ben, that's kind of mean.
That is so rude. He's so rude. Absolutely not. I was pointing to the question. Lee said he had an issue being in the 3D, and he was just in the 3D. How do you ground yourself to leave
No,
the
I
house? Not
wasn't.
only was you in the 3D, you was an ego too. How do you ground yourself to leave the house?
My child is out tonight playing, and I didn't have to have any wine to get there.
It's very people-y out there. It is very people-y out there. And and I'm going to be real honest, we don't leave the house as much as like a normal everyday 3D person. We
entertain each other quite a bit. So
we don't leave the house that much. And as a matter of fact, we left the house today to go vote, and we saw the line, and we were like, maybe we should go home and come back later.
I think what happens though to us when we leave the house, we get a lot of people that talk to us.
Yeah.
So it's
like a magnet.
It's like we're talking to people here, and then we go out, and then the people are talking. Yeah, it's right. It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
So that when that happens, we're like,
It's hard to go to the grocery store sometimes because I'm an empath too, and there's a lot of different energies there. And I know you've heard me say it on video, and I'm being as non-judgmental as I possibly can. But, there are some things that you just need to get at Walmart. And when I go into Walmart, it's just really hard. It's really hard to go into Walmart. And
they have dragons.
they do have dragons, but it's hard for an empath, and it's hard if you're really trying to stay in the 5D to pop into the 3D and pop out. And we really do try to stay in a 5D peaceful and zen place when we go out into public. And
I think people pick up on that. I think that's
people
why I get
do
drawn
pick
to
up
us.
on that, and they get drawn to us, and we get random stops like in the grocery store. Every now and then we'll get a random stop like, you look so familiar, and we're like, we don't say we've got a YouTube channel or anything like that, just but I don't know, maybe we have one of those faces. But also people for some reason just like to stop and talk to us, and I'm sure it's the energy that we are getting off and the fun we're having, because Lee likes to be a complete idiot in the grocery store.
You're not idiot. You don't call my idiot child. Or you don't call my what? You don't call my child idiot. I said you don't call my idiot child.
Right. I don't know. You haven't even had any wine, so
no,
there it is.
No, but I feel
but
good.
It's hard. It's hard leaving the house. It is hard leaving the house, and it is overwhelming. And we don't do it as often as a lot of people do.
Yeah.
There's two reasons. We have to pay for this house.
To retreat would be like Wanderlust.
And,
yes,
yes.
we really got to talk to this person.
I know.
They really got.
We
some
can't
great names.
afford to leave the house
Wanderlust.
much because we're paying
Why
for this house.
Why don't we call the expo Wanderlust?
Oh God. Oh, God.
Thank you. God, you just don't even know what you've done for me. You've made life easy.
Yikes. So there's a lot of reasons we don't leave the house. We can't afford to very much because we're paying for this house.
Yeah. Well,
But we sometimes we have to go but now they've got that grocery thing where you can order all online and they bring it out to your car, so that's going to be a lot easier. But we do like to interact.
I mean, plus we have a singles group, so it's not like we don't.
We do have a singles group right here in the Cincinnati. If you're in Cincinnati or Dayton or even close, we run a really successful singles group. We talk to the singles about what it is they're looking for. Why are they having a hard time finding the right person? Why are they having so much problem finding quality people to date? What is their approach? Are they going on dates and talking about their past, talking about their exes? And we love the singles group. It's actually kind of fun. She says I go when I'm out of food. That's about right. My new job is an office environment, which my associates all vibrate similar to me. I'm an old 3D job exposed, right? So it's crazy going out. My ex-husband's around me like 30% of the time to help out with the business and the kiddies. Could this be interfering with my soul connection with twin? My ex-husband's here 3 or 4 times a week.
And it doesn't affect, remember the connection to your twin is through the connection to yourself. If you find yourself in disconnection with your ex-husband or with your husband or with your, whatever the 30% of time that you're saying you're disconnected from, then it will affect the connection in some way in disconnection because you had to disconnect from yourself. That will answer your question. Mm-hmm. If you're disconnecting from yourself 30% of the time, that will affect the connection. If you're staying connected to yourself 100% of the time, that is 5D and is sometimes not practiced very much, but it is possible.
Yes, it is.
You will not be interfering with anything.
I'm officially out of wine, so we're going to wrap this up. And we're going to run to the store so he can have some wine.
I don't know that I want wine. You know what I want? I want some kisses.
Oh, well, we're going to do that too. We don't want to do that right here.
Yeah, but,
we're going to do that.
I want some of the good stuff.
Okay, we're going to do that. This is a family show.
It is.
So there's that. Look, guys, we don't throw our political views or religious views out there, but we can say this. If nothing else, please get out and vote. If you're in the United States.
Oops, he was in the kitchen when I read that out loud.
If you
Wanderlust or Love Fest?
if you're in the United States, if you're not, here's the thing. If you're in the United States, please get out and vote. It's real important that our country's in crisis.
We love you guys too.
Get out and vote. If you're not in the United States, pray, meditate, do whatever it is you got to do to help our country because we're in a hot mess.
Bye, Mom and Dad.
And we love you guys. We really do love you guys. And we're sorry we can't be in the group as much as
I know
we're just really busy.
And I know you guys have been waiting for some more videos to come.
And they're coming. They're coming.
We've gone through pretty much like everybody else since the Black Moon. Some things have shifted and some things have gone deeper. And we know that there's some stuff that we need to bring out. We've been watching to see if anybody's brought it out, and nobody's talking about it. So we're kind of just watching. Mm-hmm. And when you get in watch mode like this, you actually get to observe a little bit deeper than you did before. So know that we've got some stuff coming. Whether or not it happens between now and the end of the year will be a surprise. But know that we've got some really deep, powerful stuff to talk about. And it won't be long stuff, but it'll be stuff that makes you shift when you watch it. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that's still happening to you anyway. And if you haven't had the chance, Sherry reposted our journey so you could actually kind of see how we really fucked each other up. Her more than me. Just know that, I was the innocent one in all of it. I never did anything wrong.
Have you watched? You haven't watched The Journey, apparently. Neither one of us has.
I lived it.
Right. So for your ego to be involved in this very moment,
my ego wanted to join in the conversation a long time ago, but my inner child was being an idiot.
Oh my God. That's going to happen the rest of the night. I just put something in my hair. Yes. That's going to happen the rest of the night.
There's going to be things that you're going to experience that are not understanding. But here's the thing.
Lies, Lee, lies. Right.
All lies. All lies.
They're all lies.
Know that the understanding part is the answers are all within you guys. Mm-hmm. Seeking out for somebody to give you your answers doesn't make a lot of sense because they want you to believe their story before you're going to believe yours. So know that we're going to help you go in and get the right answers. These answers are inside of you.
She said I watched Your Journey 3 times.
We owe you a session.
You're a masochist.
Maybe even a root camp.
She's a masochist. I love her. She's a masochist, though.
Okay.
We do love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, and just being interested in our goofy lives because we
really appreciate
goofy.
It. And if you keep up with Sherry under Sherry Lee, that's awesome. She loves to kind of show you what it looks like.
Social media. I am the social media director of Relationship Reinvented.
I'm learning Instagram. I started posting. I really am still trying to find my way around it.
We had one of our coaches helping, and she just gave up. She's like, "Screw this! I don't know."
But we're gonna probably do some more stuff, you guys. Want to do some more fun stuff. The classes on Sunday. I don't know if you guys have gotten any feedback about it. What we've done is we've taken some things that we've really dug deep into that we train our coaches with, but we took it and we did it in a way that we could do it in a class format.
Connection reflection class is kind of cool.
It is, and you know,
It's
gonna.
cool.
We wanted to put some posts out there because
Yeah.
any topic you have, we
Yeah.
can show you how it shows up in
You know,
connection
it's
reflection.
$25. It's very affordable too. It's $25, and or you know for one class.
And if
it's
you don't
awesome.
mind sharing your your learnings and what your understandings are of certain
Yeah.
things, and coming in and talking to us as a couple, there is a lot you will get out of it. And you know, literally, we know that this is kind of what we were talking about,
Yeah.
because when you have that much energy in the same room, the children get to come out and you actually get to tell the truth, and then we can help you get through what the truth is trying to get you to do. So if you have not experienced connection reflection, we're doing the connection. Why is my connection abandoning me? We are actually talking about that in a very deep way, and we're going to continue to do this. We did put a post out there for the classes, and a lot of you responded, so thank you for responding.
Also know that Relationship Reinvented is way more than twin flame based, and I've put the, you know, I'm a flyer queen. I put the post up there, and we do so much other than twin flame coaching. The universe just gave it to us, and we accepted it because we knew we were twin flames in union. We knew we had been through the hell. We knew we had been through the valleys and the mountains, and we didn't want anybody else to have to go through the hell that we went through to get to union. And so that's what part of our mission is to help people not have to do that, and to stop them in the middle of their hell and redirect them. But we have a lot of projects going. Root Camp is our signature program. We love it. It's real dear to our hearts. We created it. It's just our trademark program, and we love it. It's very deep. It's very powerful. Parentless prevention is going to be global, and it's going to be in courthouses everywhere. If I have anything to do with it, it's going big places, and it really is helping people who are getting divorced and they have kids not have kids.
We're trying to
with
make
every
sure
other weekend parent.
we're really focused on the motherless and fatherless aspects of what a child goes through, because that's what really hurt our union. Because we both were. We experienced it at different times, but we did experience it, and that's really what the issue is. Nobody's willing to run into the burning house. Root Camp fixes that.
It does.
And
Parentless prevention, and then we've got let's not forget Reinventing Innocence. It's big. It's dear to my heart.
Sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse trauma, and we have Sexual Abuse Root Camp.
Sexual abuse is the only form of abuse that will allow mental, verbal, physical, and even emotional abuse all in one shot to consume you and eat away at you. And it's one of the things that happens that literally will have all those other forms of abuse added to it, and it's really traumatic, and it's really severe.
Yeah, it's
really
bad.
We know how to put it into healing.
Seminars, webinars, corporate webinars we do, building better relationships in the workplace, we do that.
Yep.
Webinar ideas. Hey, throw out some webinars. Webinar ideas. We're willing to do webinars all day.
Yep.
Love webinars. We love the group. We love the groups. We love
the interaction. We really do.
love that.
We love when we give back. That's we don't do all of this. We do this for a living to survive, and we do it, and we spend a lot of time in doing that. But we knew that doing this and then getting normal jobs, we would not do what we were meant to.
We would not be following mission.
So thank you guys for supporting, and thank you guys for being here, and know that we love.
She loves
each
me
and
anyway,
every one
even though
of
I
you.
put ice in my wine.
She'll get over it. She's gonna try it a few times, and then she'll get back to us.
She will.
So yes. So
We love you guys.
Yes.
We've talked too much, talked too long.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
will
probably
ever.
kept-
Nobody will ever watch this whole video.
No, and we, even though we went on and on,
Yeah.
we might even just.
We should put a spoiler at the end, but we won't.
We'll probably take the video down.
We would take the video down.
Why? Nobody's gonna watch it.
Yeah. And oh, God help me the rest of the weekend. We love you guys.
Yes. Be a dragon.
Dragon.